Hello and welcome to another episode of
The English Couple.
You normally do that.
I do.
You didn't do it today.
The English Couple.
We are crammed inside the van at the there's a dog. And there's some people peering in. I wish you could have seen his face. He was like an elderly gentleman, but it was this, what the hell's going on in there? We're crammed inside the van
because our plans, well, I was going to try and make it rhyme, but no, because we have been kiboshed by our plan.
Yes. We're in the front of the van because it's cold, that's what I was trying to say, and we're cramped because we can't get the camera back enough. And I'm trying to sort of get myself into the shot. You're already in the shot. I can't because
there's a thing there.
There's the brake. I'll be sitting on the brake and it'll go right up me doodah. Anyway, I'm going to just twist it that way because like that, a bit better. There we go. Yeah, it's more even shot. I'm just looking at the what do you call it? The viewfinder thing.
Yeah.
Now down here we've got a cup of tea. We were going to go to somewhere called Milton Keynes. You may have heard of it. They've got some very famous concrete cows. And the milk from that is absolutely invisible. Because I don't think the cows are even pregnant.
Concrete cows?
Yeah, in Milton Keynes. They're famous. They are actually a thing.
They are?
Yeah.
It's news to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd recognise them if I go and search them up later.
No, they're just hideous 1970s or 60s concrete cows, as you know.
I see.
And they're probably weathered and what have you. So we made for the journey. We were going to go and see a friend, and we were going to spend a few hours there and then come back. But actually, the reason we're not going there now is because we got as far as Dorking.
I was going to say it's because Dorking. Yeah, Dorking happened.
We got as far as Dorking, which is a town, if you don't know, which is about an hour from where we live, towards the M25. And the hold-ups, all roads into Dorking seemed to cross one particular area, and roads were closed, and the standing traffic.
Traffic was at a standstill. We were not budging.
And we could see that the waiting time was so long that by the time we got back, and we hadn't even got on the M25, which we know is a car park.
Exactly.
And so that by the time we actually got to Milton Keynes, it would be pretty much time to come back. And then you've got the rush hour.
Joy.
And nobody wants that, so we thought, sod it, we've got to change our plan. So we rang the poor bugger and said,
ever so sorry.
Cheers, big ears.
Oh, we didn't say cheers, big ears. We said ever so sorry,
Yes,
but we're going to turn around.
So these drinks and this recording was not planned at all, but we're doing it now anyway, and you've got to put up with it. Apologies on that.
Today's episode is sponsored by not going to Milton Keynes.
Yes, don't go, because you won't get past Dorking. However, we have cunningly, on the way back, when we turned round and we said we're not going, we decided that we would take a trip to Charlie's Farm Shop.
And utilise the time.
Utilise the time and the fact that we could loop round down the A29, Stane Street, which the lovely Julia was reading to me the other day, in The Spirit of the Downs by Arthur Beckett, thank you. And in that he was talking about the history of the area, and he did mention the oldie Roman road of Stane Street, which runs from Chichester all the way up to Londonium.
Londonium. Except he didn't call it that.
Ah, lovely.
Go on, could you be a bit louder?
I could actually, yeah.
That was quieter.
I know, I ran out of juice.
That would do it.
I ran out of coffee. So we went there and I bought...
Whoa! Something that's now on the floor.
It's nearly...
Would you like me to get that for you?
I brought an empty bag and I'm going to place it...
I can't actually reach it. There's a beer sticking on
my head like this.
The dunce cap.
Yes. I have bought one of these. It's supposed to get in focus. There it is. Look at that. It's a bit. We might be a little bit over. We might be a bit hot on the exposure. I don't know if I can change the exposure on the go.
I have no idea.
Let me try. Is that better? Could be.
And I bought...
What did you buy? You bought a nice bag too.
I bought a nice bag too. A brownie.
A brownie.
Which is about a quarter of the size it was when we bought it. They are big ones.
Thick brownies. Chunky, and very rich, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're £8.72.
They're not. They are.
Struttons hate me.
They are expensive though, but they are delicious.
And this is a rum and raisin. Is it rum?
I don't think it's raisin. It's oat and yes, please.
It's oat.
Can you hold it so I can break it? Thanks.
Pleasure. It's what did you say? It's rum and raisin.
Oat and raisin.
Oh, oat and raisin. That's right. Yeah, there's no rum in it, because otherwise it shouldn't be driving.
I wouldn't be eating it if it had rum in it. I'm sure rum's nice.
Do you not like rum?
Oh, no. I can't remember the last time I tried rum.
Neither can I.
It's probably nice, but...
Isn't Captain Morgan rum?
But even if port was in it, I wouldn't want to eat the port either.
No.
Nice to drink.
I wouldn't put pork in one of these, not unless it's been cooked. Rum, raisin and pork. But you said port. Any old port in a storm. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this thinking this is the most incoherent one that we've done yet,
then you're probably right.
You are right, because this wasn't planned. A bit like having a baby.
Okay.
You know, if you've...
not planned to have a baby and you suddenly have a baby, then it's much like that.
Yeah, you wake up one morning and go, I hadn't planned this, but...
Squeeze it out. Oop, oop. Hello, I'm a little baby.
But this is nice, and the coffee is nice. So what we should be doing is having a chat with our friend now, up in Milton Keynes. Well, he's not in Milton Keynes, that's the thing.
It's on the outskirts of.
He's the other side of Dorking, which is just as far. No, he's in a village outside Dorking, Milton Keynes. But it may as well just be in Leatherhead, which is about 6 miles from Dorking.
And according to the sat-nav, was also gummed up badly.
So you wouldn't get onto the M25. So I've got a theory that all this road, and because we went past...
We've got a theory.
We've got a theory. By the way, we went past some roadworks on the A29 coming down here, stopped at some traffic lights, and the whole area on the right-hand side of the road was fenced off. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing going on with
Nothing. The traffic light, three-way bloody traffic lights, preventing you and you look in, and there's no machinery. There was only what was it, cones?
Yep, just cones and signs, and a couple of sets of 3 sets of traffic lights.
Yeah, but nothing inside the coned area.
No people, no work vans, no nothing. No tools, no holes, no potholes. As far as I could see, the road was perfectly fine. Absolutely mind-boggled. Well, no, we're not, because we know why.
We know why. Why?
It's to keep us down, isn't it? To keep us frustrated and flustered. And, all of the traffic, roadworks that have been going on lately, I've not seen, I think maybe once out of the 20 different ones I've seen in the area in the last 2 months alone, had signs up for a week before saying that it was going to be there. Only 1 out of 20. It's ridiculous. So suddenly your morning is thrown completely out. Anyway, I could whinge and wax lyrical about the annoyances of traffic and roadworks.
And by golly, you do it very well.
Thank you very much. I learnt well off someone who's a very expert ranter. What?
Bloody cheap.
It's true.
However, we went on a walk a couple of years ago now. Sorry, I thought it was...
Was it a bit sticky?
Yes, I thought there was going to be huge amounts of steam. We went on a walk at a place called Christ's Hospital. He's better now. And we went on this walk. As we arrived, it was a group walk we used to do on the Bald Explorer that we used to have. Anyway, As we arrived down this country lane, we came again to a similar thing in which the road had been shut and cones were across it and a couple of those plastic sort of hurdles, you know.
Yeah.
And there was a car in front of us and he came hurtling along. He came to a stop and he saw this and it said road closed. And he looked ahead and there was only that. He got out the car, do you remember? And he threw with great violence the cones and the barrier across, and he got back in his car and he shot off. And I thought more people should do that.
Reminds me of yesterday morning when a new set of traffic lights, temporary traffic lights, had popped up near where I live. Now, they were outside a petrol station, and I was coming out a side road onto the main road where the petrol station was.
Yeah.
To my right, to the right of the road I was in, was the sign to say traffic, wait here. And then the other side of the entrance to the petrol station was where the actual blockage was. So I managed to get to the end of this road, trying to get onto the main road to come out.
With all the traffic.
Yeah, yeah.
And the traffic was what, waiting at the light?
Yep, waiting. It just turned red for my direction, and the other direction was piling through. And then this works van from about 2 or 3 vehicles back, squeezed out from between the parked cars and the waiting cars, and came around me, and I was thinking, cool, blimey, you're a bit cheeky. Thought he was going to turn right, didn't turn right, weaved around that way. I'm like thinking, oh, what do you think you're up to, sort of thing. And then he darted, because I thought he was just going to I thought he was just squeezing in to get in line
to
behind
push in front of you.
Yeah. But no, he darted into the petrol station. I thought, oh, okay, that's not so bad. Then he went through the petrol station, out the other side, and carried on. And I'm like, oh.
So he missed the obstacle by going through the petrol station.
Yes, whilst the other traffic was filing through. Oh, I was so in awe. But I still didn't have the courage to actually follow him at that point. Kicked myself though, because it took an extra 4 minutes to get out.
Yeah.
But that was funny. What reminded me of that anyway? I can't remember.
I remember, don't know.
Oh, the guy going through the cordons. Yeah. Gotta love a random, radical element.
Years ago, can't remember the reason, but I was going down into Devon. And if you've ever been in Devon, which we have, and you get off, we were driving on the main road, and there was some accident or whatever, and there was a diversion in place. Now, if you've ever been to a Devon, you know some of these diversions go through very, very narrow lanes with hedges that clip the wing mirrors of your car. So you can only get one car in one direction. Well, some clever clogs thought they'll divert the traffic from our end down this series of narrow roads. And at the other end, back on the main road, they had decided they would do the same diversion down the same thing. So you can imagine, we all pile off, and then suddenly, as you're going, there's this queue of cars coming towards you with no passing spaces at all, and we're all like nose to nose, and I was like second in this line of traffic going, oh my God, this is a stalemate. And we got out of the car and we're all like going, oh, this is stupid, who thought of this? And this was some years ago, as I mentioned, probably about 20 years ago now. Anyway, as it so happened, it was in the summer, and there was a farmer's field and a gate. So we looked at this and we said, should we just push some of the traffic in there and do a big turnaround? So we went, yeah. So because needs must, we did. And we opened this gate and we just ferried in one lot of traffic. And it was, I mean, I must have been there for an extra 40 minutes or something.
Directing the traffic,
going, right, you in here.
Did the farmer ever turn up?
No.
I bet the farmer later on went to that field and was like, what the heck is with all these marks? What the heck?
Well, it was in the summer, so that was the ground was hard. But we used it to ferry one lot of traffic, then we stopped them, because there was only one gate.
Yeah.
Bundled the next lot, then somebody else stopped the traffic there, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But it's funny, because at the time, I remember once getting involved in all this. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Going, right, okay, yeah, you in there, mate, you in there. No, wait there.
Well, it feels good to help people, doesn't it? I mean, otherwise, we all sit there, and unfortunately, it's quite common in this modern world. We'll all sit there in our cars going, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I mean, I find that people can't really do even three-way roundabouts.
Well, I've seen... Before we had the van and we had just an ordinary car, I've been in traffic jams that have been like an hour or two on M25, Dartford tunnel type thing. And I've seen people get out and then they've been talking to people across the way. Then they offer them a cup, they've got a thermos and they say, oh, do you want a cup of tea? And it is amazing because when you're driving and someone's overtaking you or they cut you up or they're going too slow, you're going, oh, for God's sake, will you hurry up? But then when you're all in this shared environment of being stuck...
And put out.
Actually, suddenly you all become friends.
Community comes together, isn't it?
I mean, that's just amazing. So sometimes, the king of the road is actually, get out my way, and you're all very assertive. But when you're stuck... Suddenly in trouble, it just goes to show the human condition is there to help. And it's the same if you've got somebody walking along the road, they might be, oh, look at that idiot there with his tattoos and his rings and might have a certain animosity to somebody. But if that person suddenly keels over or is knocked down by a bus, it's like, oh my God, are you all right, mate? What can I do?
The funny thing is, those type of people are often the first to jump in and help when there's an emergency.
And I was only using. I wasn't saying that was my attitude.
I know, but that's I know. I'm just saying it's funny, isn't it? But you were saying about the standstill traffic you got caught up in. I had a similar situation just last year. In fact, I think it was a year ago this month, whereby I was going to pick up my eldest from school before I took him out of school. And I was about the fourth or fifth car in, and exactly the same thing happened, but there's cars parked either side, in laybys on verges and stuff, and there's works vehicles, big flatbeds and stuff, trying to squeeze through a school road at school pickup time.
Yeah,
anyway,
good time.
I know, blimmin' idiots. Anyway, so we were jammed about 5-10 minutes, and nothing was happening, and then suddenly I saw this fellow getting out of one of the white vehicles further up, and it was actually a fire marshal vehicle.
Oh, right.
And I actually knew the guy.
Oh.
I knew him through the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, what's his name?
Yeah. Chris, what's his name? Hello, Chris, what's his name, if you're watching?
He was actually one of the... What's the word?
Yeah, it was...
Admin.
Chris, what's his name? What's the name?
For the Bald Explorer Facebook group.
Yeah, on Thingamajig. And he knew Ujima Flip, who had a friend.
But anyway, I thought, oh wow, that's really, really good of him. I mean,
what did he do? He got out of the car.
And he got out of the vehicle and started explaining, look, we can't go anywhere. You're gonna have to kind of shuffle in so we can get past, and he got it all moving. I thought it was very good. He's shamed of a couple of other people. They, men. Better start helping.
I once was in a traffic jam and this guy got out with a sledgehammer and just started to bash people's windows and say, oi, move your... No, that didn't happen. I made that one up.
You're saying that, but my little car, my little purple car, you've seen it in previous episodes, and you've seen how beaten up the poor thing is. Only one of those dents was me, by the way, in the year and a half, 2 years I've had it now. But no, prior to...
Only one of those dents were made by you?
Yes, made by me.
Just finishing the sentence.
I said made... Anyway, they knew what I meant.
Yeah,
you knew what I meant.
They knew. They're very clever. He's not, but the rest of them are.
Oh, that's your reflection, darling.
Oh, yes, sorry.
That was quick. Well done. Can't remember what I was saying now.
You were talking about the dents in your car.
Oh, yes. They were created by a mad drunk man with a baseball bat.
Oh, yes.
A cricket bat, actually, sorry.
Attacked your brother, didn't he?
Yeah, he attacked my brother. Into his caravan.
For no apparent reason.
And then attacked the car, thinking it was his. He actually was...
You've been watching Fawlty Towers?
I can't remember. I've watched Fawlty Towers.
Yes, there's an episode in which they'll know.
You'll know.
Where Fawlty attacks his own car with a branch.
She looks too young.
Yeah, that's your reflection.
Oh.
Oh, too young? Sorry. There's Vaseline on the lens there.
I thought you was going to be nice to me then.
I am nice to you.
You are nice to me, but...
Yeah. Just not at that particular moment. Turn the camera on and I'm a cad. Absolute I say. Shove another slab of fruit.
Slip another slab of fruit and nut in, eh?
Well,
sorry.
look, we've done 20 minutes of absolute garbage.
Well, let's do 20 minutes more. We got the time.
Well, we got the time. Have you got the... Anyway, so it's...
Yeah, we have got an inclination to it.
Yes, that's true.
Like this,
so you might be wondering where the hell we are. Doesn't matter, you can't see any of it. We're just off the A29, down from Charlie's Farm Shop, just on the outskirts of Bury, and in front of us, we've got the very steep Bury Hill to climb up. It goes up.
Ooh,
it's like this. It's got to go, and the van is jet propelled.
Yeah.
No, it's just up there. It's not as steep as all that, but it's nip cosy and so and so. So anyway, there we are.
There we are.
I think we better let them go and enjoy their life, don't you?
Must we?
Yes.
But I'm enjoying their company.
Are you?
I mean, look at them. They're such a friendly lot. Look at them.
Yeah, but it's the smell I can't cope with.
Sweetheart, did you take the peg off your nose again?
I did, yeah.
Oh, let's give you a bath tonight.
Well, thanks. She's on fire, isn't she? She's on fire. Anyway, I think we will put on our comedy hats.
They're not comedy hats.
To say arrivederci.
But they are if we do it like this.
Thank you for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed the show, and we will see you again sometime.
You know.
You know.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.